Oh,
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
yeah, yeah.
What's good, bro?
What's good with you?
Man, hey, I appreciate you, bro. You know, I got mad people sending me clips of you reacting to the videos and shit.
Hey, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, man. What's up with this YSL shit? I like the breakdowns you did.
Man, them motherfuckers is telling. They been telling
Wait, how,
way before
wait, how did
this.
you find out they were telling so early?
Bro, see, what I've been doing is like everybody's jumping on, are they telling now? Are they telling now? And obviously it's so early in the case. I'm going way back into all the little shit that they was doing before the whole indictment and finding how they was snitching way back then. Because if we know they snitching back then and it wasn't even as serious as it is now, what do you think they're gonna do now? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it seemed like you're telling me that YSL is full of some habitual snitches. So you got to break this YSL Woody case down for me, or just YSL Woody. Period. He's not indicted in this gang charge, is he?
I believe he was, right?
Okay. So I've kind of watched a video, but I kind of forget. So explain what the hell is going on with him, and I want to hear like your overall thoughts on like this case because everybody says the DA don't got nothing. The DA just let niggas go home that they could go play Secret Santa with their family because it's time to go home.
I mean, like you, I cover so many cases, so it's like I'm not gonna have all the specifics of Woody just
Yeah,
off the bat, but I remember specifically for him, not only was he a shooter, he's a teller. So he's trying to kill shit and tell on people at the same time, which is insane. You know what I'm saying? SB doing the same exact thing. But when you got people like that who's that close to Thug,
he's a teller and a shooter,
a teller and a
a
shooter,
top snitch
the
and a
most
top shooter.
the most dangerous person you can get into it with. And I'm not gonna say this is solely YSL. This is anywhere in every city you gonna have gangs with motherfuckers that like that, and then you gonna have people inside of that organization that's telling. You know
Yo,
what I mean? But
yo, chat.
it's all coming to light now because we looking into it. And what's crazy is if somebody within YSL had did their homework on this years ago, they would have already known what was going on. But as I've been doing these
Wait, you think they
videos,
didn't
I've been
know?
getting hit up from the other side. I was hit up directly by one of Nut's people.
Really?
And he told me we've been putting this info out that they've been snitching for years. They just been ignoring it. So it isn't necessarily that nobody knew, nobody in YSL was speaking on it. But the people they were beefing with, been putting it out there. Like, yeah, he told on us. How y'all rocking with him? They never looked into it. They never wanted to confront it. But now all the paperwork is getting exposed.
God, so you telling me nigga is a top shooter and a top snitch? That's like having a fire and a water Pokemon at the same time. That shit is crazy. Damn.
Shit
So hold on.
dangerous.
All right. So these dudes, you have. It's only right that we assume if they've been telling so far, they're probably gonna keep telling now. You know what I mean? Nobody was like, you know what? I've been telling for years, but now, right now, nah, I'm done.
I mean, bro, like if we look at it, what other example do we have of rappers getting indicted in a RICO and what, 5, 6 they asked and got probation?
I ain't
We've
gonna lie.
never
This is
seen it.
this is unbelievable.
Like if this was the case, Casanova would have already got probation by now. You know what I mean? Or we got all the ones down in Florida that's got RICO cases. None of them are copping out the probation. This is unheard of, and it's just I don't understand why people are picking and choosing who's a snitch, who isn't. We're a fan of him, so we're not going to say that. They all got out on plea deals with it being held over their head that they're going to testify when that time comes. Obviously, they're trying to bury Young Thug. This is just how it's going to go.
So let me ask you in no uncertain terms, if this is your opinion, just your opinion, from what you've seen, do you believe that Gunna has bit the Velveeta cheese?
100%.
Damn.
Not even that, bro. I done talked to the Crips from out west. You know, Gunna claiming Crip. They said he ain't even Crip no more.
Damn.
So it's like anybody can have their own fucking opinion, but if you claim the gang and they talking about you ain't that, obviously you in violation of something.
I'm gonna be honest though. I think Gunna might be able to like again. You see, I have no horse in this race because I'm not no street dude who want to think that there's a street code. I've always thought the street codes are selective, and usually, you know, there's never this keeping the same energy going on. You get what I mean? I
Right.
think people
Yeah.
like Gunna in the music game. I think that people will accept him back, and maybe he can't talk the spiciest, like, yo, I'm the biggest, toughest guy. But if he comes back and he wants to rap about his new drip, yo, I got the latest drip, Balenci's, you know what I mean? Got on the Bottega. I think niggas will still fuck with him, you know what I mean? Like, again, as long as he's not coming out too tough.
No,
Because
that's
it,
a fact. I agree with you on that. And it's like you said before, a lot of the energy people had towards 6ix9ine isn't going to be reciprocated for other people.
yeah, so, all right, hold on. I want to ask you this question. I've always heard, like, when these things are happening, usually when people are incarcerated, word circulates. I've heard about people that were allegedly cooperating that the public didn't know, but people in jail knew. What is
Yeah.
the likelihood that nobody knew that Gunna was doing this until the day he did it?
Well, I mean, I think that's what was reported, that at least Thug and Thug's direct team, because they're not supposed to have contact, they had no idea he was going to plea out. And I don't know how, like, if you've ever heard about me, because I've worked with a lot of people that you've worked with, from Fresh and Fit to Adam 22, but my channel started as a prison channel. I was inside of prison.
Yeah, I
So
heard
what
a
I
story
did
you
is I
did.
started applying prison politics to YouTube. When you look into a motherfucker's paperwork, that's what I started doing when I started doing these videos. So instead
Yeah.
of just repeating what the news is saying, I'm going into the courts and finding out all the fucking details. And this is how I'm able to present my videos, how I present them. But as far as him doing what he did, if he's just talking to his lawyer and his lawyer's talking to the state, nobody else would know. And that's how what happens. When my co-defendant turned on me, I was in confinement. I had no idea until they served me a paper under the door saying my co-defendant just turned to a state witness. I'm sure that just happened with Doug, because now Gunna is considered a witness.
What? Your co-defendant turned on you?
My co-defendant turned on me, yeah.
Like, were y'all on good terms?
I mean, shit. We went to court one time with each other, and he tried to tell me somebody else was snitching in the case. So I fucked around and got on the jail phone and told somebody to go figure that out. They put me in confinement indefinitely because they thought I was trying to send a hit. More or less, it was my actual Cody that was the one that was snitching in the case.
Damn, so he threw some bait on somebody else, then oh, damn.
Yeah, so, you know, that's what kind of like kickstarted the whole fucking thing with me and snitches. And then I got out, started the channel, and then I did one video on a rapper. That bitch blew up.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Let me start looking into their paperwork. I'm the one that boom spot them got him's paperwork.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah. But they be picking and choosing, like you said.
Wait, hold on real quick. Apparently this is Unfunk. I don't know how to say his name. So this Young Thug brother, he just went live. Let me see if he gonna say some shit.
I tell you what, my lord, fuck you asking for. I know they want your lord, I won't none more. And that's too much to ask for. Bitch, keep coming out for like where you been. All I'm saying, just in the rock, keep talking my fuck on friends. I ain't even stripping, call the bad end. I call the bad end. I'ma keep it pushing, baby, on all 10. I see my vision through my lens and I know sense.
What the hell is this nigga talking about now?
I call that big chin. That shit really wasn't nothing to me.
Got a dirty ass hoodie.
You know what everybody will ask him? Oh, he got off. So, I'm going to give this theory. I want you to answer it and see if this would make sense. I think the first niggas that played out on that first day, I believe they tell him. Okay? And the reason why I'm saying you got to look at the people who come out first is because usually in cases like this, it's a domino effect. Theoretically, most people are going to take pleas regardless. But it's usually the people who are going to get the deals and get the best deals are going to be the people who are down to say, I'm down to cooperate. You know? And
Right.
that's why I feel like Walter Murphy, Gunna, and Slime Life Shorty. I think, I'm not saying it's only limited to them, but I think they're definitely knowing that the prosecutor didn't just let them go home to go do Secret Santa. The prosecutor let them go home and probably didn't want to put it in open court that they will definitely be cooperating. They only put the possibility there. But come trial, if this thing goes to trial, they're going to have to cooperate.
Right. I mean, my opinion on that is when I originally looked at Gunna's plea deal, I thought it was a chess move on Gunna's behalf because it's like, okay, boom, if you can plea out now and you get 5 years, suspended sentence, one's already served, you got 4 years left. If they called him in to testify and he just said, fuck you, all right, then they violate him and he only got to serve 4 years in prison. So you serve 4 years in prison or 3 years, however much time is left, you're still going to have all the respect from the streets. You're still going to get out and make mad money. But when I seen that video of him in the courtroom admitting that YSL is a gang and admitting that he has knowledge of gang members committing crimes in furtherance of YSL, that is what a RICO is based on. If every single one of them had to plea out and admit something like that, they're giving information, which is why they're getting out to begin with.
Let me ask you this question. So this is what I was thinking, and this is my thought process. The suspended sentence is if they commit a crime after the trial has been completed. The plea deal only holds up if they do what's necessary during the trial, which means taking the stand. Do you get what I mean?
Right.
So it wouldn't be them doing the 4 years. They would rip that shit up and say, you're back to now facing the RICO charge, which is you're facing 20 again. That's my understanding, because it's like, play this. If Gunna now get caught with a gun, you going to do 5 years. You get what I mean? You have committed an additional crime. Now, the conditions, if he don't do 300 community service, I would imagine that somehow that plea deal might be voided. But definitely, if you don't testify, that plea deal is voided. That's what I'm thinking about.
Well, because, I mean, if he doesn't testify, he can be held in contempt of court, especially if he doesn't even show up.
Yeah. If
that's the case, and they're going to go back to facing 20, yeah, they out of there. I guarantee you he going to show up to court if that's what it is. If you need to show up to court, are you facing this 20 again? And you were already willing to admit that you had. See, this is the thing, bro, is a lot of the times with RICO cases, they're not going to let out people that have plea deals up until they actually testify. So that's what's making me think y'all must have gave up some type of information. And, you know, I read the thing saying that his lawyer was saying nothing he said is going to be used in court as far as him admitting that it was a gang and this and that. Well, why would they ask those questions then?
Hey,
why would they want you to confirm that in the courtroom before they let you out?
This is the PR move completely, right? You know, Gunna drops a PR statement the moment the plea comes out. This whole thing just shouts PR statement. I think him and his lawyer said, yo, let's really think about this case. What do they got on everybody? Okay? They're going to come for some pleas. They're going to ask for some stuff. And even if Gunna give up information, people won't know, right? The only time people will definitively know is if, and granted, I mean, people could be like, well, we seen you on the video. You were basically saying you knew some shit. But the really, like, you know, sometimes niggas be dumb. They won't say nothing about Gunna till he's on the stand. And maybe Gunna's lawyer say, yo, check this out. Why not take this plea? Ain't no fucking way this is going to trial. Thug right now keep doing motions. He gonna try to beat this, beat that here, beat this, beat that there. Come out with 15. Nobody gonna take this to trial in reality. And because nobody gonna take this to trial, you'll never have to go on the stand. And because you never have to go on the stand, you're cool enough that you won't get called a snitch.
Shit crazy.
Yeah. Hey, have you been following this Tory thing?
Yeah, I mean, I just been following your posts and what's bro's name? The lawyer that be posting to be going in and out.
Yeah, lawyer for workers, man. He's
right.
Been doing a
him
really
and Poetic Flacco been following it pretty close. So I just been watching all the updates.
Yeah, been doing a good job. If you ask me, man, this shit's a shit show for Meg's team.
Yeah, nah, it sounds like he's about to beat it.
I'm wondering, and you know, honestly, sometimes like if you've ever been used to disappointment in life, I'm wondering in what world they could come back with a guilty verdict, and that's the only part that I'm looking at. And I'm like, maybe everybody's a little bit too confident. You know, Tory was obviously confident enough. He could have waited a week and brought his bodyguard back in, but he said, no, fuck it, just send it to the jury. Jury's about to deliberate tomorrow. This shit about to look a little dicey.
Right. Yeah, I mean, once they had that new witness go up there and give that story, see, I think he's going to beat it just off the strength that the prosecutors are now trying to hit him with witness intimidation. It's just showing that all the things that they thought they had lined up are just falling apart.
So after they announced to you, right, that your homie was going to be telling on you, you ever saw him again in jail?
No, we had a keep away order in prison, so we would never land on the same compound.
So yeah, no opportunity to talk to him and be like, yo, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Man, I wouldn't have talked to him. I would have fucked him up in that bitch. Wouldn't have been no talking. My first year in prison, I was wilding out. So it was, you know, I was trying to figure out where he was at, but we never got in contact.
How much, like, okay, if he didn't tell, do you think you could have beat the case?
Yeah.
You think so?
Honestly, I thought I could have. I mean, this is the thing. I was 18 when I caught the case. I was facing up to a life sentence. I didn't have a lawyer. I had a public defender.
Oh.
So if I had a lawyer, I originally should have beat the case because how it happened is I got caught with a gun that linked me to the case. Yeah. And they didn't have the right to search me for the gun, but they ended up going through with it anyway.
So with the dude snitching on you, what happened? Like, how long did you get?
I got 3 years.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Nah, it was my first felony conviction as an adult. So I got 3. He got less than that. He ended up bonding out, caught another charge.
Damn.
So he ended up getting 2 and then like 3 years of probation or some shit like that.
So if you ran to him, like, you know what I mean, you still got smoke for him, or it's like, yo, you know what, man? Fuck it, man.
Nah, bro. I got fucking hundreds of thousands off of YouTube now. I don't give a fuck about what he got going on. I'm so past that shit.
Damn. That's the only time that's the only time I keep it 100 with me. You ever been in a situation where they just came to you and be like, yo, come on, Jake, snitch on this nigga, man?
Nah, because everything that I was doing was just me. This was one of the only times I did something with somebody else.
You never had no baby mama or girlfriend call you up and like, yo, come on, Jake, come home to your kid, come home to me. Just tell.
Man, fuck no. I never got locked up. See, this is the thing, right? It's like once you in that position, you know you got a family to take care of. You need to figure out your priorities. So if you're still in the bullshit and it comes to that, that's what you signed up for. I was doing all this shit when I was young, bro. Like I was in prison 18, 19, 20 years old. I got out before I turned 21. So I didn't have any baby mama. I didn't have any of that extra shit.
Damn. So you've never thought about telling?
Hell, fuck no.
Like, if you facing life and they be like, yo, bro, you go home today on an Alfred plea, bro. You go home on a gunner.
Yo. I ain't never thought about telling, bro.
Yo, I solidly believe.
I ain't never had to be in no position like that. None of that shit.
Wait, you know, so I think Gunner was facing 20, but in reality, we all knew that even with a plea, he would probably get like close to 5, which is kind of crazy. The plea he got, it just made him get out of jail instantly and suspended the sentence, which if he told, he would have told for probably the worst sentence possible. I guess it's just the only brownie points that he made it home for this Christmas, because we all believe even if he took it to trial, he would probably get the same damn thing.
Well, see, I got a little story for you, right? 'Cause I've never been questioned by the police or by the state like that. But when I was inside of prison, I got cut with a razor. So I got the side of my face cut open. I had a 7-inch slice down my face. When I got cut, they took me into the captain's office and they were trying to figure out who cut me. Now, I'm one of the only white kids on the cell block. So they, you know, who did it? I don't know, sir. I fell down the stairs. Oh, you fell down the stairs? So they start, you know, where we were at is Lake Butler. It's up north in Florida. This is like the Clan land. So they're like, oh, you want to protect them monkeys? You like playing with monkeys? I'm like, man, sir, I fell on the stairs. So I had 2 ingrown nails at the time. I'm a size like 12 boot. They gave me size 9s. Prison's fucked up. So my 2 nails was ingrown, bleeding and all fucked up. So they went to stomping on my shit and fucking me up in the captain's office because I wouldn't tell. Then they put me in a confinement cell under investigation. I had to sit in there for 5 days. They never even changed my clothes. So they hot glued my face shut and stuck me in the cell with the bloody clothes up until I got out.
Damn.
So that's a little, yeah, you can all that, yeah, you're going to get this many years. But when somebody's actually trying to beat the shit out of you and figure some shit out and you still hold it down, it's a little bit of a different situation. But, you know, it just depends on how that person's built.
Yeah, well I mean, if you telling in jail, it's like, you know, people are going to know and you're probably going to get fucked up. But if you on the street, like...
Nah, they be telling in jail a lot, bro. They just check in. They go PC.
So wait, how'd your face heal? Did it heal okay?
Yeah, nah, I mean, my shit was straight. He only got me good, like, maybe 1.5 inches. The rest of it was superficial because he cut me from behind someone else and then ran. And then my homie ended up popping him at the next camp. But I still got a little scar.
What do you mean, like popping him? Like clapping him?
Nah, he cut him. He hit him with a box cutter.
Oh. So he cut him in the face too?
Yeah, the kid that cut me got cut.
So is that cutting game just because, like, they're not trying to kill you, they're just trying to, like, put a permanent mark on you, right?
I mean, you had situations where people ain't make it, but for the most part, like, we get razors the second we get to the prisons. They took them out, but we used to get a shaving razor the second you get there. So you pop it out of the razor, you tie it onto a pencil, and you can open somebody's shit up with it. And then at the next camp we were at, Lancaster, we would get actual box cutters. So when you get hit with one of them, you can die. Because it's cutting your fucking cheek down to you can see people's teeth. The whole side of their jaw is opened up. You see all the fucking teeth. It's cutting through the ligaments, the saliva glands, everything. This one kid got flipped on his back. He put his hands over his face. They went to cutting through all the ligaments in his hands. He can't even close his hands anymore. So it's like people were getting chewed up with them shits. But once I went to the adult prison, that's really where all the knives were at and fucking, you know.
Wait, you were talking about the kid prison?
Like that.
Wait. Oh, you were talking about jail before. You were talking about jail before.
No. So I was in the JIT camps in Florida prison. So JIT camps is 14 to 24 years old, but it's state prison.
They cut
and then
people in there?
If you fuck up in there, you're too bad, or you turn 24 years old, they send you to the adult prisons.
Damn. So basically you're saying, no wonder that nigga Gunna told. Like, that nigga Gunna was in there like, man, come on, man. The drip is horrible in there. Niggas is trying to do all this cutting shit.
He said the drip. Well, I mean, hey, what's the other rapper from Atlanta that got booked for the drive-by? You know what I'm talking about?
Lucci?
Lucci. So you know about the Lucci situation with the stabbings in jail, right?
Yeah, they've been trying to kill him, man. I don't know what he do to them.
So that's what I'm saying, because a lot of people are saying, like, oh, I don't look at Gunna like no street dude anyways. Well, once you go in there, you gotta tighten the fuck up, because nobody's looking at it like that. And nobody's gonna defend you but you. So, you know, there's no guns out here, there's no paying for protection. I mean, you can pay for protection, but if the dude you paying gets stabbed, now you gotta pick up a knife. You know what I mean? So it's a whole nother element of people trying to get the fuck out of there when they see how it really is, because it's a different society.
What do you think the chances are that Gunna probably, like, because you could switch gangs in jail, right? Be like, yo, man, I'm off of that YSL shit, man. I'm rocking with these niggas over here.
Yeah, I mean, you can do all type of shit, bro. So it's just, you know, if he got a bag like that, people can be after that bag.
Who are you kicking it with? Were you kicking it with, like, the people, like, your type of group you were rocking with before you got in, or you just, you know what I mean, join the group, whatever group for survival?
I was blood on the street.
So you're rocking with the Bloods in there, or, you know what I mean?
Nah, yeah. I rock with the same people all the way through.
Holy shit. Damn.
That's a whole nother story in itself, being white and being blood.
Are most Bloods, like, black? Like in jail?
Come on, man. You know that.
I don't know about no fucking gangs, nigga. I'm a civilian.
You know that shit, man. Yeah.
Nigga, I'm imagining there's more white people than black people in jail.
Nigga, take it to trial.
Not in Florida.
Oh, my
There's
boy
no-
Boom. My boy,
wait.
you ever heard about my boy
Florida,
Boom?
so I'm from Florida. My brother been in prison for 4 years.
That's Cat
And-
Boom.
Oh, no cap. My twin brother.
Bro,
no
your
cap.
brother been in a juvie camp, bro. Like we talking to
Oh,
Jake. Jake really been.
That nigga got out 5 months ago, nigga.
That
And
nigga took.
It do be crackers in that bit.
Yo, that nigga definitely took a gunner plea. Stop it, man. That nigga did not do no 4 years.
Hell no, bro.
Yo,
That
Jake.
nigga snitched
Boom,
on him
what's the word?
on some Jake shit.
Yo, 16 was good, dog.
Yo, Jake, you was saying how it'd be mostly white people in
Oh,
prison, right?
16 and Jake. Oh, that's